The man tore open the package and pulled out a long needle. He then embedded it inside the helmet. Without hesitation, he placed the helmet on his head. The device scanned his iris and locked in. The moment he flipped the switch, the steel needle pierced into his brain. William's consciousness started copying into the AI system. The sensation of being stripped of awareness was unbearable, but he endured it for the promise of eternal life. After the data was fully uploaded, William stood before the computer and started programming. Through a series of advanced maneuvers, he successfully transferred his consciousness into the robot. William sensed the subject was waking up, so he immediately stopped the process and reported to his boss. Seeing the immortality tech was now in hand, the boss decided to betray him and ordered William killed. But he didn't expect the robot carrying William's mind to storm in. With a single blow, the robot knocked the guard across the room. The boss froze in shock. Then the robot turned on the rest of the guards. Amid the chaos, William escaped with his family. But just as they were about to reach safety, William returned to the lab. What could be so important inside? Turns out humanity had developed cloning technology. And as a scientist, William mastered the art of copying human consciousness. By transferring it into a robot, one could live forever. But during the first test, the conscious mind rejected the robotic body, resulting in a violent self-destructive episode. Luckily, William shut off the power in time to stop a disaster. Though shaken by the failure, his wife tried to lift his spirits. They made plans for a road trip the next day. But just after they set off, it started to rain heavily. Their car skidded and plunged into a raging river. Only William survived. Losing his family drove him into deep grief, so he decided to take the risk and bring them back. He and his assistant hauled the lab equipment back home. But this was no longer a test. He was trying to bring his loved ones back to life. Naturally, he was nervous, but to his surprise, the process worked perfectly. The consciousness fused with the body without conflict. After completing the process, his wife slowly opened her eyes. Then he revived the rest of the family one by one. The next morning, they all shared breakfast, as if nothing had ever happened. But just then, the boss stormed into the house. Only then did William realize the whole thing was a setup. Even the car crash was staged, all to push William to unlock more of his tech. When the boss tried to kidnap his family, William tricked him with an excuse and knocked him out, then rushed his family out the door. But they were quickly captured again. That's when he learned his assistant had betrayed him, just to become the lead scientist, and the boss shot him first to tie up loose ends. Under pressure, William was forced to hand over the data, but he also calmed the furious robot, because he knew if the boss died, everything would be exposed, and he and his family would live in fear forever. Thankfully, in the end, they escaped to a remote island, where they began a peaceful new life away from the world.